So we're in Fresno, California. We just finished replacing a wax ring down here. We pulled the toilet. Couldn't see anything else leaking, and as we pulled it, put some new wax rings in there, and so that's good. But then the homeowner noticed that there was some dripping going on at this valve, and so normally it's going to be a packing nut. And let's see if I can get my camera down there. Normally it's going to be, normally it's going to be a packing nut, so right in here, you would see water, but we don't. But then also you've got this nut back here, and you can see, or maybe you can't see, there's water. So this nut is loose. We're going to tighten this down just a little bit. We did not install this, so if there's trouble with it and it can't be resolved, then of course that's a service call. No charge for putting the new wax rings on the toilet. Now we're kind of wondering, hey, did we replace the wax rings for nothing? And because water's all the way out to here in this grout line, and then it was pooling back in this corner. But you know what? No big deal. So no charge for the wax rings. This here though, we'll put a wrench on it and see if it tightens down. If it doesn't, we'll have to work on that. But we'll grab a couple inches, and we're not going to take another video when we're done. We just wanted to document what was going on in here. So still here in Fresno, California. Just one more video. We want to take a look. So again, we set this toilet about a year and a half ago, and we're thinking the potential of what was really going on with this is the nut here on this shutoff valve was dripping. We didn't see it or feel it when we first came in. Homeowner put some paper towels down before we left, and we could tell it was leaking right at the compression nut. We've got it tightened up. There's water on it, so we're gonna have to replace this. Yep, you see how much water's on there already. So what was happening when we pulled this off, there was a lot of water around the closet flange, and so we dried it all up, replaced the wax rings, but that's not where it was leaking from. What's happening is it's dripping from here, dropping down to this grout line, and it follows it back over to this grout line and then underneath the toilet. And so you can see maybe one of the reasons why that's happening is when they put this valve on, they didn't clean this copper stub out as well as they could have. You can see the nut is pushing against the paint. And so anyways, we're going to take this apart and drain it down, get that replaced, put it back together, and then we'll take another video when we're done. Still in Fresno, California. So we got the old shut-off valve off. This is a multi-turn valve, and it was leaking out of here, and you can even see some of the paint inside there. So here's the reason why. When they paint walls originally, they come in, they spray everything, and all these little stub outs get painted. You need to scrape all that off and clean it off so you have bare copper, and then we like to put the nut and the ferrule and then put some pipe up on there and tighten them down. You shouldn't have any trouble. I mean, 99 out of 100 anyways. At one time, an exception to the rule, you have trouble, but they didn't even make an effort to clean this pipe. So you can see that's the paint that they never scraped off. They just slid the whole valve on there and expected it to seat. So what we're going to try and do is get the nut off, get the ferrule off, clean that copper up, especially behind it, especially where the ferrule's at, and then get it back on. It's real hard to get the ferrule off because it's been compressed onto the copper. But anyways, I just want to take a video and show you what you got here, and then we'll take another video when we're done. Okay, so still here in Fresno, California, and just want to take a picture of this. So, you got a little indent there from the old ferrule that was on there, you can see, but the copper's cleaned up all the way back to the escutcheon put back to the wall, copper cleaned up. We're going to get ready to set a quarter turn shut-off valve, so this guy right here, and then it's got, of course, a brand new nut and ring right there. So we'll get that put together and get it tightened down, and take another video when we're done. Alright, last video. So anyways, brand new shut-off valve installed, and that guy, quarter turn off, quarter turn on, so that's good. And then of course you can see the copper's nice and clean now. Those components aren't designed to seat against paint. It's metal to metal, and there's a ferrule in the inside. So that guy, right, same thing as this right here, little ferrule, and this one, there it is. So that guy, it's supposed to seat against metal to metal. And anyway, so it wasn't metal to metal. And so you can put some paper towels back down if you want. What we like to do is after we get through installing things is we like to take our finger and get everything dry, get all the pipe dope off, get all the water off, and then take our finger and run it around the back side of the nut there. And let me see if I can, and of course, hard to see, but it's focusing on something else. No water. And then of course the front side of the nut right here, want to make sure that's not leaking, and no water there. And then of course, you know, this portion. And then, you know, we gave you a new supply line. You know, we'd taken this apart a couple times. It's only a 1.5 years old, but it's all new now. So new up to the toilet, you know, new down out of the wall. So the valve supply line. This is I think about 1.5 years old. I think it was August or October 2018. Anyways, so the toilet's still working good, and that's working good. You know, flushing, hopefully flushes correctly, fills correctly, shuts off correctly. Outside of that, this installation is done.